It is so annoying that we can't control people, isn't it? These are the 3 things that we always want to control about people because we think it'll make us happier, but we really can't. And once we understand this, all your relationships will transform in a really incredible way. From BrandonRFoster.com, here to inspire, uplift, and encourage you to live your most joyful, love-filled life. Today, we're talking about the 3 things, boo, you can't control about other people. Trust me, I tried this for a very long time with my parents, specifically when I came out of the closet, which actually was not my choice. But I tried to control this for a long time, and I find myself sometimes still trying to control this. And it's once you embrace this and you realize this, it opens up so many new pathways to experience more joy, more love, and more abundance in your relationships because you're not trying to control people, and nobody wants to be controlled. Nobody wants to have, a leash on them or someone telling them what to do with their life. Nobody wants that. But we try to do this as human beings all the time because a lot of what we do is we're dependent upon other people for our happiness. And when we're dependent upon other people for our happiness, we want to control them so that they keep us and make us happy. So what are those 3 things that we cannot control about other people? Well, the first thing is we can't control what they do. I learned this when I was an 8th grade middle school language arts teacher. I learned this with my parents when I wanted to change what they did when I came out of the closet. I learned this about my husband. I've learned this many times over and over before, but the reality of it is you can never control what someone does. So just stop trying to control people and telling them what to do. You cannot control other people, right? The second thing is you can't control what they think, what their beliefs are. I learned this the really hard way. My parents learned this the hard way too when I came out of the closet, when they believed that I was going to hell for being gay and I didn't. And we had a lot of religious friction between the 2 of us when that happened. And they obviously wanted me to believe what I believed, and I wanted them to believe what I believed. And control is actually one of the major disintegrations of relationships. Like there's 3 big, that's a whole nother YouTube video, the 3 reasons why relationships disintegrate. But trying to control someone else is one of the biggest reasons why. So that's why we're talking about this today. But first is you can't control what people do. The second is you can't control what they believe. And a belief is just a pattern of thought, something that they choose to think over and over again. This is why there is conflict between multi-generations of families, like between parents and their kids, between parents and their kids, and then their parents, the grandparents of the kids, is because every generation, it grows up in a different environment and a different way of thinking. So there are differences in how people think and perceive the world because the world is always changing. And so a lot of what we try to do is we can try to control what people think. And unfortunately, trying to control what people think just doesn't work. And the last one that we can't control is how people perceive you. Now, I think it's always really important to think about your intentions whenever you behave or act toward a certain person. You always obviously want to be doing your best to act from a place of love, from a place of graciousness, from a place of gratitude, from a place of non-judgment. And boo, is that hard some days? Let's just keep it real. There are people out there that it can be a challenge to see the very best in. There is. But you have to realize that no matter what you do, you can't control how someone thinks or perceives you. And the reason why that's so incredibly important is because sometimes people might think that you are a bad person because you don't believe what they believe. But just because you don't believe what they believe does not make you a bad person, okay? And it's really important for you to realize that you can't control how people perceive you. So if you can't control how people think about you, then the best course of action in life is to simply be who you are, who you actually desire to be, who you want to be, the most gracious, loving, joyful, encouraging person you can be. Because that's why we're here on earth. We are here to love other people, to inspire other people, to encourage other people. So be the light. And if people don't like the light, don't change who you are because you can't change how people how people perceive you. Now, the reason why I'm talking about this today is because I have an incredible brand new course called Tuning into Love. It is about healing, forgetting, and letting go of past emotional pain in relationships, and how to see people in the very best light, especially hard to love family members or family members who have hurt you. And the more in tune you are with what true love is, the easier it is to love other people. And this 8-week course is all about that. So check that out. I have that link down there in the comment section. My name is Brandon from BrandonRFoster.com. Thank you so much for watching today. Remember, you are more loved than you know, you're more beautiful than you think, and you're more successful than you realize, and you were born to slay. Thank you all so much for stopping by to watch some of my inspirational and encouraging mindset content. I encourage all of you to drop by our private free Facebook group, You Were Born to Slay, on Facebook, where we got the link is down below in the comments, where I have tons of written free content, more inspirational posts, more inspirational videos for you to enjoy throughout the week. And then, of course, the worst feeling in the world, boo, is when you feel stuck. So if you want to take my free 7 Reasons You Might Feel Stuck masterclass, the link is down there in the comments, so check that out as well. And last but not least, we have some more inspirational mindset content for you to watch here and here. And they're both really good, boo, so it doesn't matter where you start, but I would love for you to watch some more inspirational content to help you discover how you can experience more joy, more love, more abundance in your life every single day. I love you so much. Have an awesome day, boo.